Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing a kit tier list because a lot of people are doing it and I really disagree with them. So I'm going to put in my opinion. I don't think you care, but maybe if you're new to the game then you can find this helpful. Also, I'm kind of bored because I'm waiting for Genshin Impact to install. It's the hype right now and my friend said it's really good. Anyway, let's start off with Beekeeper. Okay, Beekeeper, many people say that Beekeeper replaced Farmer Cletus. However, I disagree. I think Farmer Cletus is better. Even though that it may be faster at farming, the thing about Farmer Cletus is that you can stay in your base, and you lose bees once you die. And that's really bad in my opinion. I'm still gonna put it in C tier because it can be good. Alright, next. Up is Bounty Hunter. A for me, not S. Because in squads, it's terrible. In duos, it's pretty good. And in solos, it's really good. But a lot of the time, you can get pretty unlucky. And I don't like relying on luck. So in my opinion, it's an A tier, not an S tier. But it's still pretty good. Okay. Spirit Catcher. Spirit Catcher is pretty bad, honestly. You can use it well if you know how to use it. I would put it in D tier, but it is C tier. Trinity. I have not used Trinity before, but I have seen the gameplay. I'm gonna put it into A tier because you need 3 kills to get it. If you wouldn't need anything and you just did it, and you just got the power, it would be S tier, 100%. But in a lot of my games, I don't get 3 kills that fast. Unless my first rush just keeps killing me and I keep killing him, and then we can never break each other's bed. So that's my opinion. Okay, Archer Kit. S tier for me. Archer is broken, especially with the damage buff and the tactical crossbow. It is just insane. Okay, Lassie Kit. Not F tier, D tier. D tier because you can knock other people into the void. Well, you can lasso people, other people into the void, and that's more useful than other kits that are gonna be in the F tier. Because the F tier is for garbage kits. Warrior, A tier for me. Very good late game. You get a slight, small knockoff in price, 10 iron, and you can get leather pretty early game, and in my opinion it's very good, especially with the warrior armor. If you're using warrior, try to get warrior armor so you can actually take advantage of the kit. Otherwise it's just a 10 iron knockoff, and that's pretty bad. Prior Davy, F tier, you can just use arrows. Plus if you want to bombard a base, it's pretty useful, but the aiming mechanic on the cannons is complete garbage. Builder, also F tier. It's pretty good for your base, but TNT and first off, the hammer costs 20 iron. TNT and fireballs can knock straight through that fortification. It doesn't care. And it costs loads of iron. So first off, you're paying for that 20 iron price. And you're paying more, even emeralds, depending on what block you're fortifying. I will say, however, that a fortified wool defense at the start of the game, if you are able to get a fortified wool defense, that is very good. And it's very annoying for the opposite team. This guy. C tier or D tier? I don't know. I'll put him to the end. Melody, F tier. Nah, D tier because you can get a full squad of melodies and that can be pretty broken. Infernal Shielder. D tier because he can be useful for bows. Baker. D tier or C tier? C tier because his speed pies can be pretty useful. Wizard. C tier. And I'll say why. It's because he can be pretty useful if you're crossing a bridge and you put lightning down. He's a pretty good support class. Vulcan? Is Vulcan better than Spirit Catcher and all of those? Yes, I'll put him into B tier. But only because he's fun. He's not that good, and he's a support class, alright? He's really not that good. But the fun factor bumps him into B. If I would ignore the fun factor, he'd probably be at C. Alright? B tier. Actually, if I want to make this pure, C. Farmer, C. Grim Reaper. Many people say that this is one of the best kits. In my opinion, it's really, really not. If you want to get in and get out, just get Jade. And the healing is almost nothing. You're not going to be able to do anything with this kit. C tier. Elder Tree? A tier. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for people who are unexperienced and for people who are not so good at the game and not so good at PvP. It's pretty good. But you need to get lucky with the orbs, and that's why it is not S tier. Plus they did loads of nerfs to that kit. Barbarian? B tier. It is not S, it is not A. I've seen loads of YouTubers put it into S and A. For me, it's a B. Just because it is still very difficult to get the Rage Blade. People say, oh wow, it's so easy to get the Rage Blade. No, it is not. It is not that easy at all. Because especially in solos, you're gonna die a lot. In solos, you die a lot. That is straight up fact. You die a lot in solos. Because you have to destroy their bed. After you destroy their bed, you're low. And then they just one-shot you. And it is very hard to get good swords. And someone could be getting M's. He has a diamond sword. Maybe you have an iron one. And you did really well, you have an iron one. You're not going to get Rage Blade in normal games. However, I will put it into B. Because in squads, it can be pretty useful. Jade kit. A or B? I feel like it's fallen off. For me, it's a B. Or is it an A? B. It's a very good mobility kit. However, it costs a lot of iron. And people can juke you pretty easily, and you can fall off. If you're an experienced player, it will be an A. If you're very good with it, it's an A. So I'm gonna put it at A. Pyro? S. With the new buffs, it is cracked to hell. It is so good. Okay, Raven. D tier or C tier? I don't know if I want to put it next to Grim Reaper. Because even though the Grim Reaper's on C tier, it's okay. I'm gonna put it at D tier. It's... Oh, thank you, Bitdefender. It's still pretty terrible. So, I'm just gonna put it at D tier. Even though that they buffed it, it's still pretty garbage. Because you heal faster than you can get damaged. So it's just has no point. He said, Snick Trick said he's gonna fix it, but for now, it's a D tier. I'm still wondering to put this at A. Like, putting this at B tier would make the whole list way more balanced. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it at A tier because if you're skilled, it can be really good. Anyway, so that is my tier list. You can take a screenshot and share it to your friends if you want. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. And if you skip to the end, that's also cool. And yeah, bye.